So, I'm doing something interesting today. As I think I've shown before, I have this ozone generator here. I've set it up in the hallway so I can disinfect stuff that I come with from outside, whether it is my masks, my gloves, groceries. Um, I've used one of these rubber baskets here. Uh, to put the groceries, then put some plastic foil on top and keep it shut about a half an hour with this thing. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have any means of actually observing if it works. I don't have a microscope that, and I'm not very sure about the numbers. You know how many nanometers, micrometers, and such stuff. But I think you need a very powerful microscope that is very expensive to be able to actually observe viruses. If not, actually, an electron microscope. I have absolutely no idea, but I'm thinking that it's just some DNA inside of a capsule. That thing is damn small. I mean, it's smaller than most cells. I think smaller than any cell, because in any cell, the actual DNA is a tiny part in the contents of the cell. But you most likely hear that. If I turn the lights off, you'll probably be able to see it as well. I don't know if the camera picks anything up. Yeah, there you go, the bluish glow. Quite ironically called corona discharges. Anyway, even if I don't have, I'm gonna turn it off now because if you do this, you gotta be careful because this thing is actually toxic. Ozone, I'm talking about ozone because I use this high voltage generator to produce ozone. It does it by itself, you don't need anything, you just need this high voltage to make these corona charges, which are basically appearing when the distance is somewhere between too much and the distance at which actual arcs happen. So if you have arcs, just space apart the electrodes a little bit more, and then the corona discharges start happening. I don't have a microscope, but after half an hour, 45 minutes of running this thing inside a bag or that basket, it smells like you have totally submerged that bag, that basket in bleach. So it's definitely doing something. And if the data on the internet is correct, and I found that, I'm not gonna go into the whole chemistry thing because honestly I'm not that good at it either, but I am good at understanding how it works. It makes some, we have oxygen, it's O2, it's two molecules. This thing fills the air with O. It's just single oxygen molecules, which are highly unstable and want to bond to something, and that means that it burns stuff. When oxygen bonds to you, it burns you. So that's what it does. It literally burns every living thing in here. Say I go out, come back with my mask. I've done a small indent here for the small hole for the wire. I put my mask in here. I've left it from last night. I bring down that thing. It's not permanently set up there. Could use a longer wire, but I can't be bothered. I have to open that thing again and cut. And no, I'm not doing that. It's just enough. I just bring it down, put this thing in here, put the lid on, let this thing run with the mask for half an hour. You can't breathe through your nose what it smells like in here after half an hour. So I think that does a pretty good job. Anyway, from the research I've done, it seems that ozone really works. And now what I want to try and do is, because I have other places I could use an ozone generator, and you can't really, or I need running multiple generators at once, or it's not really it's difficult, to bring it all over the place, wherever you need it. Plus that you would need multiple, like one in the laundry basket, so when I come from the groceries, take all my clothes off, put them in here, run the generator to decontaminate them. I'm gonna need one here too for the that's bad, for the mold problem on the balcony when it's gonna rain again, because I haven't done the water sealing properly, so I'm gonna have to have one running there when I have wet weather with rain or other kind of precipitations. Was thinking about one in my car too, all sorts of places. And I have these transformers that are specifically designed for this. Well, not for ozone, but for high voltage anyway. They're taken from computer monitors, the lamp kind of panel, and they generate high voltage. And basically all they need is an oscillator, which I will easily do with one of these 555 guys that I've used before. And I found this schematic online, and I'm gonna see if I can do something with it. For now, just the oscillator part with the 555 and the transistor, and this is gonna be a transformer. I'm not very sure what's this sorcery with the I think a triac and the diodes. I see there's also a TV fly back there, so this might be a little bit more complex than I need to. As far as I know, you just need an oscillator for this. So they oscillate, they give up high voltage, and maybe afterwards, one of those voltage multipliers to bring the voltage high enough. So I'm not sure how much these give. I think maybe somewhere around 2 kilovolts, something like that, and you need one of those high voltage capacitor and diode multipliers to bring it over 5000. I think you need for the corona discharges to happen. Anyway, I'll start building it, and I'll come back with the result.